Hello, and welcome to Life in Words. Today, we're talking about something incredibly important, something that might be happening inside your body right now, completely unnoticed. Are you, perhaps unknowingly, contributing to a condition that could dramatically alter the quality of your later years? We're talking about diabetes, often called a silent predator, especially for those of us navigating life over 60. It doesn't announce its arrival with fanfare. It creeps in, quietly undermining your health from the inside out. You might feel perfectly fine on the surface, but internally, a battle could be raging. One that threatens your vision, your kidney function, even your mobility. The most sobering part? Many of the everyday food choices we make, habits ingrained over decades, could be accelerating this process. But here's the empowering truth. Knowledge is power. Today, we're going to expose 5 of the most dangerous dietary habits that people over 60 absolutely need to be aware of and actively avoid. These aren't just minor missteps. They can push you towards serious health complications. However, the good news is that even small conscious changes can make a world of difference, helping you potentially sidestep the devastating effects of diabetes and truly savor a healthy, vibrant retirement. Stay with us, because understanding this could change your life. The silent progression of diabetes. Think of diabetes not as a sudden event, but as a slow erosion. It doesn't happen overnight. Day by day, elevated blood sugar levels can silently damage delicate blood vessels and nerves throughout your body. Your eyesight might gradually dim, not dramatically at first, but persistently. You might start experiencing tingling or numbness in your feet, initially dismissed as poor circulation or just getting older. Your kidneys, hard-working filters, might begin to struggle under the constant strain. The tragedy is that diagnosis often comes only after significant damage has occurred. I recall working with a gentleman named Robert, a vibrant 73-year-old who loved gardening and woodworking. He enjoyed his morning toast with jam, his evening dessert, and often quenched his thirst with sweetened iced tea, believing these were harmless comforts. But over time, persistently high blood sugar damaged the nerves and blood vessels in his feet. By the time the symptoms became undeniable, persistent sores that wouldn't heal, the damage was extensive, leading to a difficult partial amputation. His beloved garden became a view from a window. Then there was Eleanor, 78, a woman whose greatest joy was reading to her grandchildren. She favored comforting starchy foods, mashed potatoes, white bread sandwiches, pasta dishes. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, her vision blurred. She blamed it on needing new glasses, on dim lighting. But the underlying cause was diabetic retinopathy, damage to the blood vessels in her eyes fueled by years of uncontrolled blood sugar. Eventually, the faces of her grandchildren became indistinct blurs, the words in her treasured books unreadable. These stories are heartbreakingly common, but they don't have to be your story. Prevention and management are within reach, starting with understanding the dietary pitfalls. 5 dangerous eating habits for over 60s to avoid. Let's break down the 5 common habits that pose a significant risk. 1. Overloading on high glycemic index foods. We often gravitate towards familiar comforts: fluffy white bread, bowls of white rice, pasta, potatoes, many breakfast cereals, and even certain seemingly healthy crackers. These are classified as high glycemic index, high GI foods. What does that mean? It means they break down very quickly in your digestive system, causing a rapid surge, a spike, in your blood sugar levels. Imagine this spike like flooring the accelerator in your car. Your pancreas, the organ that produces insulin, the hormone that helps sugar enter your cells for energy, has to suddenly work overtime, releasing a flood of insulin to manage this sugar rush. Doing this occasionally isn't a disaster. But when high GI foods are staples in your diet, consumed meal after meal, day after day, your pancreas is under constant, relentless pressure. Over time, your cells can become less responsive to insulin, a state called insulin resistance. It's like the body's doorbells for sugar stop working properly. Your pancreas tries even harder, producing more insulin until eventually it can become exhausted and unable to keep up. This is the pathway to type 2 diabetes. The deeper dive, that post-meal energy crash you might feel after eating a large plate of pasta or a stack of pancakes, that's often the result of the blood sugar spike followed by the insulin-driven plummet. This cycle can also trigger cravings for more sugary or high-carb foods, perpetuating the problem. The smarter swap: focus on lower glycemic, complex carbohydrates that release sugar slowly and steadily. Think whole grains like quinoa, barley, steel-cut oats, or brown rice. Choose whole wheat bread over white. Incorporate more legumes like lentils and beans. These provide sustained energy without the dramatic blood sugar roller coaster. Even simple swaps, like choosing sweet potatoes over white potatoes more often, can make a difference. 2. Consuming liquid sugar bombs. This is a particularly sneaky one. Many seemingly innocent drinks are loaded with staggering amounts of sugar. We're talking about sodas, fruit juices, even those labeled 100% juice, sweetened iced teas, sports drinks, energy drinks, and fancy coffee concoctions. Because the sugar is dissolved in liquid, it's absorbed incredibly rapidly, hitting your bloodstream almost instantly and causing an even more dramatic blood sugar spike than solid high GI foods. Many older adults might think a glass of orange juice is a healthy start to the day, or that sweetened herbal tea is benign. But consider this: a single 12-ounce can of regular soda can contain around 39 grams of sugar. That's nearly 10 teaspoons. Even seemingly healthier options like bottled iced teas or fruit smoothies can be packed with added sugars. The World Health Organization suggests limiting added sugars to about 25 grams, 6 teaspoons per day for optimal health. Many single beverages blow past this limit easily. The deeper dive: unlike whole fruit, which contains fiber to slow sugar absorption, fruit juice has most of that beneficial fiber removed. You get a concentrated dose of fruit sugar, fructose, straight to your liver, which can contribute to fat buildup and worsen insulin resistance over time. The smarter swap: make water your primary beverage. Infuse it with lemon, cucumber, or mint for flavor. Opt for unsweetened herbal teas like chamomile, peppermint, or ginger tea. Black coffee or plain tea in moderation are generally fine. If you crave bubbles, choose plain sparkling water. Read labels diligently on all beverages. 3. Relying heavily on processed and packaged foods. In our busy lives, convenience often wins. Pre-packaged meals, snacks like cookies, crackers, chips, processed meats like deli meats and sausages, canned soups and frozen dinners can seem like easy solutions. However, these foods are often nutritional minefields. They tend to be high in refined carbohydrates, unhealthy fats, trans fats, and excessive saturated fats, sodium, and a cocktail of artificial ingredients, preservatives, and sweeteners. These components can contribute to chronic inflammation throughout the body. Inflammation is increasingly recognized as a key driver of many chronic diseases, including diabetes. Furthermore, the unhealthy fats and refined ingredients can directly interfere with your body's ability to use insulin effectively, worsening insulin resistance. They also lack the essential fiber, vitamins, and minerals found in whole foods. The deeper dive: look out for ingredients like partially hydrogenated oils, a source of trans fat, high fructose corn syrup, excessive sodium, and long lists of chemical-sounding names. Even foods marketed as low-fat can be high in sugar or refined carbs to compensate for flavor. The smarter swap. Prioritize whole, unprocessed foods as much as possible. Cook meals from scratch using fresh ingredients. Choose lean proteins like fish, chicken breast, beans, lentils, and tofu. Incorporate plenty of colorful vegetables and fruits. Snack on nuts, seeds, or plain yogurt instead of packaged snacks. When buying packaged goods, become a label detective. Look for short ingredient lists with recognizable items. 4. Skimping on dietary fiber. Fiber is an unsung hero in blood sugar management. There are two main types, soluble and insoluble. Soluble fiber, found in oats, beans, apples, and citrus fruits, dissolves in water to form a gel-like substance. This gel slows down digestion and, crucially, slows the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream, preventing sharp spikes after meals. Insoluble fiber, found in whole grains, vegetables, and nuts, adds bulk and helps keep your digestive system regular. Unfortunately, typical Western diets, often heavy on processed foods and refined grains, tend to be low in fiber. Many older adults may also find it harder to chew tougher, high-fiber foods, or might simply not prioritize them. This lack of fiber means sugar from meals gets absorbed more quickly, contributing to blood sugar instability. The deeper dive. Beyond blood sugar control, fiber promotes satiety, helping you feel full and manage weight. Feeds beneficial gut bacteria, which play a role in metabolism and overall health, and can help lower cholesterol levels. The smarter swap. Make a conscious effort to include fiber-rich foods in every meal. Start your day with oatmeal or whole grain cereal. Add beans or lentils to soups and salads. Snack on fruits with the skin on, like apples and pears, and vegetables like carrots and celery. Sprinkle chia seeds or flax seeds onto yogurt or smoothies. Choose whole wheat bread and pasta over white varieties. Aim for a variety of plant-based foods. 5. Breakfast blunders. Skipping it or starting too sweet. Breakfast really can set the tone for your entire day's blood sugar control. Skipping breakfast might seem like a way to save calories, but it can backfire. Going too long without eating can sometimes lead to overeating later in the day and can mess with your body's natural metabolic rhythms. Alternatively, starting the day with a sugary breakfast, think sugary cereals, pastries, muffins, donuts, sweetened yogurt, or even just toast with a thick layer of jam, sends your blood sugar soaring right out of the gate. This inevitably leads to a crash a few hours later, leaving you feeling tired, irritable, and craving more sugar or carbs, perpetuating that vicious cycle we discussed earlier. The deeper dive. A balanced breakfast provides steady energy and helps stabilize blood sugar levels, potentially improving insulin sensitivity throughout the day. It can also help regulate appetite hormones. The smarter swap. Aim for a breakfast that combines protein, healthy fats, and fiber. This provides sustained energy release. Think scrambled eggs with spinach and a slice of whole wheat toast, plain Greek yogurt with berries, and a sprinkle of nuts or seeds, oatmeal made with water or unsweetened almond milk topped with fruit and chia seeds, or even a small portion of leftover lean protein and vegetables from dinner. Avoid sugary fruit juices and opt for whole fruit instead. Ache control. Your health is in your hands. Hearing about potential complications like vision loss or amputation is understandably frightening. But the message here isn't one of fear, it's one of empowerment. You have significant control over your health trajectory, especially when it comes to type 2 diabetes. It's not an inevitable consequence of aging. By recognizing these common dietary pitfalls and making conscious, informed choices, you can actively protect your body. Don't feel overwhelmed. You don't need to change everything overnight. Start with one habit. Maybe swap your sugary morning juice for water or unsweetened tea. Maybe commit to adding a serving of non-starchy vegetables to your lunch and dinner. Or perhaps choose whole grain bread instead of white this week. Small, consistent changes accumulate over time and can lead to profound improvements in your blood sugar control and overall well-being. This is about investing in your future, ensuring you have the health and vitality to enjoy your retirement years to the fullest, to travel, to play with grandchildren, to pursue hobbies, to simply live well. If you found this information valuable and want more insights into living a healthier, more informed life, please take a moment to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel, Life in Words. Your support helps us continue creating content that matters. And please, share this video with friends, family members, or anyone you know over 60 who might benefit from this knowledge. Let's help each other build healthier habits together. Don't wait for a diagnosis or a complication to force a change. The power to shape a healthier future is yours, starting right now. Thank you for watching Life in Words. Make today the day you take that first step.